Good morning, guys, and welcome to another weekly vlog. It's been about a week and a half since I have picked up the camera, so I have some filling in to do to kind of tell you guys where I've been and what's been going on. So we got back from our beach vacation, which was super fun, and the past several vlogs have been about packing and preparing for the vacation, and then traveling to the Outer Banks, and then our week there, little snippets of our trip. So I knew that when we got home, we had our friends staying with us. They have 3 children, so we knew they were gonna stay with us for 2 nights was the plan. And so we got back to our house and and they were coming the next day. So we got back to our house on a Saturday, they were coming Sunday night. So of course I went grocery shopping for, now there would be 9 of us in the home. So went grocery shopping for everyone, made sure that the guest room was reset. Because of the ages of their kids, it made the most sense for their kids to use our 2 kids' rooms, between the 3 of them. So all 3 of our secondary bedrooms were being used. So I had to make sure those were all cleaned, fresh sheets, fresh towels, all the trash was taken out, all the things that you do before guests arrive. And then we pretty much functioned out of our bedroom, Riley and my bedroom, as almost like a hotel room. So we set up the pack and play in there, and Nora slept in the bed, whatever. We had to kind of move things around for that. So we were already kind of getting all of that going, and our friends arrived and we started spending time with them. Well, because of some unforeseen circumstances, they ended up staying with us for about a week. And so we had guests for a week. And so just, it was so much fun. And also having 5 kids in the house is a lot, and making sure that meals were prepared and all that kind of thing. So my head was just elsewhere. There was no sense in picking up the camera. Well, in the middle of all of that, a day or 2 into their stay with us, I got a phone call from my dad saying that his mom, my paternal grandmother, who I call Mimi, had fainted and fallen, and had really, really injured herself. And we were really, really concerned. She has pretty severe Alzheimer's. I've talked about that briefly on here before. It's just been a really heartbreaking situation. Well, in the following 12 hours after that first fall, she ended up fainting and falling 2 more times. She was discharged from the hospital after the first fall much sooner than she should have been, and I just think it was really negligent, honestly. And so then she ended up falling 2 more times, and it is just so sad. My dad has sent me a couple of pictures of her, and she broke all of her bones around her, her occipital bones. They're all just shattered, and she has a huge gash in her head and 6 or 7 staples in her chin. And y'all, it's just been so bad. And just to be really upfront and honest, we weren't really sure if she would be able to recover. They thought that there might be blood on the brain. When an older person falls once, let alone 3 times in 12 hours, it's just been extremely stressful, and we thought we might be losing her. At this point, she's starting to recover to some level or degree. She's not, there's a lot, she's not able to feed herself anymore after those falls and things like that. So they're trying to figure out, my dad and his sister and the family's just trying to figure out what next steps. They're in an old folks home right now, and it's looking like she'll probably need to be put into a higher level of care. So everybody, I think, can pretty much relate. Many folks at least can relate to aging parents, or in my case, aging grandparents, and figuring out it's just a really tough road to navigate. We just went through this with my maternal grandmother, my mom, who I think she passed away on July 8th of 2020. So it's almost been exactly 2 years since she passed. And we went through all kinds of things, in the couple of years leading up to her passing as well. So it's just a really stressful, tense, very emotional, difficult set of decisions that need to be made. Anyway, needless to say, I have had a couple of people say, you really haven't been on Instagram, you haven't been online. That's why. We had five guests for part of it and then 4 guests for the rest of it. But we had, you know, my friend and her 3 children for the better part of a week. And in the middle of that, we had my grandmother falling 3 separate times in 12 hours and not knowing what that was going to be like, and whether I needed to hop on a plane to go up to Maryland to be, it's just been a lot. So our friends left yesterday. Yesterday was 4th of July, so they stayed with us through the 4th of July. We had a nice day with family out at the lake. And then we all came home. We did not do fireworks. Came home, went to bed very early. We all needed some good sleep and some recovery. I got up early this morning and just did like a home reset. I've already done like several hours of laundry. I did the dishes, just resetting, getting our house back in order, and kind of getting focused for the week ahead. So that's what's been going on. I'm now up at my office. Our babysitter's with my kids for the morning. And so I have like a banana and a yogurt here. I'm going to eat some breakfast. I have several different things that I need to do because last week, you know, with my friends being in town and with everything going on with Mimi, I really got almost no work done. So I'm just trying to get everything back together. So got this spoon in my hand. So that's the story of what has been happening around these parts. Welcome to my week. I don't know how to follow all of that, but just welcome to it. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It's a very rare day here because it's only 9:30 a.m. and both kids are taking a morning nap. The past couple of weeks have just wiped these kids out between traveling to the beach, being at the beach, traveling back from the beach, and then immediately having a whole house full of people and playmates and just kind of chaos. And then we had 4th of July was sort of the bookend of all of that. And so Colin always takes a morning nap, but Nora hasn't taken a morning nap since she was very young. But this morning she's just exhausted. You can just see it all over her face. So after I put Colin down, I just went and sat with her in her room and just to see if she would fall asleep, and she fell asleep right away. So hopefully they both get some good rest. I've been getting up earlier and earlier this summer, like between 6 and 7, which usually I get up closer to 8 or 8:30. So I think mostly that's because our children have been getting up earlier, I think with the sun, and they're exhausted by the end of the day with the heat and playing outside, and you know how it is. So we've been all getting up early, which has been really nice. So by the time it was 8 a.m. today, I had already like folded a load of laundry, made our bed, gotten myself fully ready for the day, unloaded the dishwasher and reloaded it, made breakfast, cleaned it up, started another load of laundry. Like it just feels good that it's 9:30 and like most of my household chores that I wanted to get done today, or like the dailies, the things that I do every day, are like all taken care of already. It feels really good. So there's definitely more to be done. Of course, the playroom's always a specimen. I'm gonna do some laundry, and I washed everything yesterday, like all of our towels, all of our blankets, all of our sheets. I washed our comforter. I washed all of Nora's bedding, her changing table cover, just everything. So I'm going to continue, you know, finishing up that and folding things up and putting them away and all that kind of stuff. So welcome to our Wednesday. I had a delicious double espresso over ice today in our Nespresso machine, which will be 3 years old this fall, and we still use it nearly daily. We both just absolutely love it still to this day. I don't think the same exact, like the same model is still available, but I think it looks a little different now because, like I said, ours is 3 years old. So I'm gonna get to getting some things done. Before I do that though, we buy the like large family size box of Cheerios, and it is enormous. So instead of keeping that out, I just put a little mason jar with one of these little mason jar lids on. Oh, I have 4th of July nails from Dashing Diva. And I love having this out because whenever I am getting the kids food ready and they're like sitting, you know, Nora's sitting at the table, or, you know, Colin's in the high chair or whatever, I can just give them a handful of the Cheerios and they can kind of just munch on them. And it's like so nice to have just like the jar out. I literally just keep the jar like with the salt and pepper and just, that's how it is. So anyway, welcome to our Wednesday. Nora, what are you doing this morning? You're playing with Play-Doh? What colors are you using?
Orange.
Purple and orange.
I want the orange out.
You're gonna take the orange out?
Yeah.
Okay, Mommy will help you. And then we have big boy Bubba over here. Big boy Bubba over here. Hi, crawling like the biggest boy. Oh, hello. Almost Mr. 9-month-old. Who told you could grow up so fast?
Mommy, I need a lot.
Who told you could grow up so fast? Oh, you can grab the camera? Oh, you can grab the camera? It is currently 100 degrees, literally, and we decided to come to this park because it is super shady. I've been wanting to take the kids outside all day because they're kids and kids need to go outside, but it has been just so hot. So 100 degrees, clearly it hasn't cooled off much, but at least with the shade, and it's definitely a little cooler than it was. Hey Nora, let's go this way towards the park. So anyway, I'm gonna let them, well, Bubba will just stay in the stroller and enjoy the sights, and Nora can run around the playground a little bit. I don't know if we'll even last like 20 or 25 minutes, but I just feel bad. They haven't gotten to get outside all day long because it's just been, we've been under an extreme heat advisory, and I wasn't sure what to do that they would enjoy, but I think a shady park is the ticket. Good job. You're swinging. Do you want me to spin it? Spin it a little bit. Ready? Whee! That face. Is that fun?
Yeah, I want out.
What a beautiful song. Good morning and happy Thursday. We just finished eating breakfast. I made some potatoes and bacon, and normally I would add like a scrambled egg or two on the side of that, but my body is totally rejecting eggs right now ever since I had Colin. Was it Colin or Nora? I don't even remember, you guys. I'm tired. We all got really good night's sleeps last night. We put the kids down, turning Bluey off. We put the kids down at 7:30, which is definitely a little earlier than normal, but they were exhausted after that hot park. I'll pop in a picture here that I took of Nora at the end of our hour at the park. And I mean, it was 102 degrees by the time we were leaving. And she was just filthy and covered in sweat and beet red, but she was so happy. I actually love that picture of her. It's just Nora's essence in a picture. And so anyway, we left and came home and by that point it was about 5:15 or 5:30. I did baths. Riley came in from work. We did dinner, and then we put them to bed. And they both slept really well, and we all got a good night's sleep. And Riley and I were asleep by 10. We're just still recovering from all of the activities of the past couple weeks, and it was just really nice. I have just been struggling the past few days with just body confidence issues. Many of you may know, if you've been following along, that I have been working on losing weight, and I gained quite a bit more weight with Colin's pregnancy than I did with Nora's, and I was at a higher starting weight when I started, and I just am trying so hard to lose that weight, and I'm so active and so busy. My Apple Watch activity ring is always like double or triple. Like I'm really like moving my body and eating well and drinking lots of water. But my body just clings to every single pound while I am breastfeeding. It is so challenging for me to lose weight while I'm breastfeeding. It's just coming off so much more slowly than I'd like, and it was the same with Nora. In fact, I weaned Nora when I was 3 months pregnant with Colin, and even though I was 3 months pregnant with Colin when I weaned Nora, I still lost weight after I weaned her. It was so wild. I think it was like 5 pounds or something, just from stopping breastfeeding, because my body just clings. It just clings. I have a few friends. My sister has experienced the same thing with both of her kids, so I know it's not uncommon. There's this like myth that's always perpetuated that if you breastfeed, the weight will just fall off. And I think that's definitely true for some women, but it is not true for me. So it's just hard sometimes looking at pictures or just getting dressed in the morning, looking in the mirror, and I feel like a stranger in my own body. I'm like, what is going on? So I'm just working on self-love, gentleness, kindness, treating myself with grace, because I'm genuinely doing the best I can. And that's the beginning and end of it. So it's all good. It's all good. But our babysitter's going to be here in a little while. Nora's riding her, where is she? You riding your scooter?
Yeah.
Where are you? There you are. I have baby yogurt melts in my hand. I was giving Colin some earlier while I made myself something to eat. My babysitter's coming. I'm gonna go up to my office and work for a little while this morning, right, Collie? Yeah. And that is what I am up to on this. What day is it? It's Thursday. This week is kind of funny because there was a holiday on Monday. So. Hello, I'm up at my office. I've been up here now for about 3 hours, and this is like a completely random clip with what I'm about to say. It's just totally random. But Riley and I have been talking about what we want to do for Nora for her birthday or for Christmas, and usually the past couple of years we've just gotten her one thing, like one bigger gift, as opposed to getting her like a whole bunch of little gifts. And so this year for Christmas, I think we've decided we're going to get her a larger wooden dollhouse to keep in her room. To this point, she has no toys at all in her room. And as she's starting to get a little bit older and a little bit more particular as the days go by, she's getting frustrated when she'll like set up a little whatever when she's playing, and he'll come and like he's a baby. He's, almost 9 months old. He just smashes things. So, and she has like a little Peppa Pig, like plastic dollhouse, and a little little figurines that go with it, and then little bluey figurines, and she plays with those just all day long, every single day. Sorry, I feel like I have a piece of hair in my face. I could not be bothered to put on makeup this morning. So I think what we're going to do is get her a really nice wooden dollhouse to keep in her bedroom, and little furniture, it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. Little dollhouse furniture and little dollhouse dolls and all the little stuff, and put it in the corner of her bedroom where she can go and play with it, and it won't be destroyed by her baby brother. And I know she would love that, because out at the lake house, Riley's family's lake house, there is a dollhouse like what I'm describing with, traditional dollhouse furniture. It's all wooden. It's just beautiful. It's precious. That was built by Riley's aunt like 20 or 30 years ago. And every time she just makes a beeline for that dollhouse, and she will sit there and play with the dolls and move them around and move the furniture around for so long without her concentration breaking at all. So I know that as she continues to get older, she will love it. I understand where her love comes from for dollhouses, because I'm the exact same way. My grandmother Mimi had a wooden dollhouse in her basement. They had a finished basement, and I used to go down there and just sit and play for hours and hours. I just loved it so much. So I'm really excited. It's only July, but it's the kind of thing that I'm glad we're deciding that we're going to do now, so I can start picking up little pieces for it, which I'm going to have so much fun shopping for, because I've been looking around and like Etsy has some beautiful little beds that people make and all these kinds of little decor items, and I'm just looking at like different dollhouse options, and I'm just having the time of my life, really. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited for that to be like her big Christmas gift and for that to be all set up. She will just love it so, so, so much. And I love the idea of having that as, you know, a toy in her room that can be hers and it's not being touched or played with, not only by Colin, but we have friends over a lot, and I like the idea of that being set to the side. So if one of her friends and, you know, if they want to go back into her room and play with that, that's fine, but it's not getting like thrown all over the house and the pieces aren't getting ruined and smashed and stuff like that. So I will share bits and pieces of my dollhouse journey as we move forward, but I have dreamt of having a daughter to buy a little dollhouse for my whole life because I've always loved them, and I'm super excited. I'm going to show you a few of the cute little pieces that I've already found. I'm so excited. So I was looking on Hobby Lobby because I've seen in Hobby Lobby some dollhouse furniture, and like some of these things are just really cute. This is out of stock currently, but just like a little white table and chairs. I like this little wood cupboard. There's some cute little art that we could put up, some little kitchen stuff, super cute. And then I was looking on Etsy, and they even have like a little 3D printed potty, and they have just like some little decor. They have all kinds of really, really cute stuff. This bed is so cute. So I'm like having so much fun just like scrolling through. Like, look at this cute tub, and you could mount this on the wall. I love that so much. I love that so much. Let me show you the dollhouse I'm thinking about getting. So far, this is my favorite wooden dollhouse that I have seen. I am not at this point looking for a dollhouse that's totally unfinished where I would have to like glue all the shingles on and all of that. That's like a bit much. But wooden dollhouses are pretty expensive. This one is definitely expensive. But to me, it's the sort of thing that will be like an heirloom piece, something that she'll play with for years and years and years. And then like probably for the next decade or more, she'll play with it. I certainly played with dollhouses well into my like early like preteen, and then it was time to, you know, move on, but I just loved them for a very long time. And then I would play with my younger cousins with it and stuff. So anyway, it's something I'm willing to invest in. I just think this is so, so cute. Isn't this adorable? Look at the inside. I love that it has 6 rooms. So you could do like a children's room, a bathroom, a parent's bedroom, living room, like family room, and then you could do like a dining room and a kitchen. I love that it has 6, and I love that the doors close. I think that is so cute. Look at it. Cute, right? And I like the size of it. It's not enormous, but it's like it's a decent size. It's not itty bitty. I just think it's precious. So I'm gonna bookmark this one. I'm gonna continue looking and seeing what other options there are out there. This company has quite a few beautiful dollhouses. This one is a size that I really like with those 6 rooms. The next size up is just enormous, and I don't think I would want, here's this one. This is really neat, and it's 8 rooms, but I think this is bigger than what I would want and way more money than I would like to spend. But like, look how precious. Yeah, that's too big. That's a far too big. The other one I think is a really good size for what I'm looking for. So anyway, this is the dollhouse stuff. I'm going to be obsessively looking. I was looking at cute little bathrooms and stuff, and just have like, they even have like little showers and stuff that are so, it's just so cute. I'm really excited. We are back at the park again today. Same time as yesterday, just about. Just to get some outdoor time. As I showed you yesterday, this park is mostly shady. You did it! I hooked up the stroller fan today for Colin. Just trying to get some energy. Nora's hair gets bigger and bigger the hotter it gets as she sweats. I love it so much. So my friend and her family live on a farm that's called W4 Farms, and she offers a whole bunch of different things farm fresh eggs, beef, organic fruits and veggies, organic herbs, and she makes homemade sourdough, and she does pickups about once a week. So this is the first time we've ever ordered some. If you've been watching my videos for a while, last August or September, I went to her house for a meal, and she made like the most delicious food ever. So let's open this up and take a look. It smells incredible. Oh, it smells so good.
Beautiful.
It really is. It really is. Ooh, what should we make for dinner with this?
Like, do we have good cheese?
We can make like sourdough grilled cheese. So yummy. Oh, I didn't mean to zoom in, but that kind of added to the effect. I will link, if you're in the North Texas area, I will link the farm Instagram account below if you want to order anything from her. She's incredible. This looks so good and so profesh. Wow, very impressed. Good morning and happy Friday from this curly-haired cutie. The hair is precious. The outfit is precious. Nora, you are so cute. Mm-hmm. You are so cute too, Baba. Are you playing? Hello, it's Friday. Nora's coloring on the table in her cutie outfit, and we are getting ready to go to a story time that is hosted by the library. And it's at 10:30, and it's 9:30 now, so we'll probably leave in about 30 minutes. Get there with plenty of time to spare. What do you have to say for yourself? Huh? A star and a present, Nora. That's right. Let me fix this piece of hair because it's driving me nuts. Okay. So it has been a good morning, a smooth morning so far. Last night, right before bed, one of my best friends here in town texted and asked if we wanted to come over for dinner tonight. And so I'm really looking forward to that. So we're going to grill out, and they live on a really beautiful piece of property. So we'll spend some time outside with them in the evening. It is like 105 degrees today, so I don't know actually how much time I'll be spending outside now that I've said that, because like the other day it was 9 p.m. and it was still 97 degrees. So we're going through a major heat wave right now. So we'll see. Hopefully it drops some. That's right. Is that what you have to say? Is that what you have to say? Can you do it? Good job. So cute. Riley was making me laugh yesterday. He's like, he just found his tongue. He just woke up and found his tongue today. So we don't have anything big going on this weekend other than getting together with friends tonight, which I'm really looking forward to, and story time this afternoon. We might go out to the lake this Saturday. We'll see. We'll just see. I'm not exactly sure what it's all going to look like. I've been enjoying getting outside every day, even though it's so hot, because I just feel like it's so good for all of us to get fresh air. The kids sleep better. I sleep better. It's just real. The outdoors is so important. Which is why we are so desperately looking for a house to move to that has just a little bit more of a yard than the current yard that we have. Because loading up 2 kids and getting over to the park is a lot more work than it would be to open up our back door and just walk outside. But we're grateful for what we have, but we are still holding out hope for that perfect house in due time. So I'm going to play with my kids here for about 30 minutes or so, like I said, before we head out to story time, and then we'll come back and do lunch and naps, and this evening we're going to our friend's house for dinner, which will be really nice. I can't wait.
I think the white ones might be right. They have white like on one side.
Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. We had such a nice time last night with our friends, and I have already gotten up. It's like just turned 9 a.m. and Nora and I went out to the grocery store to pick up a couple of things that we wanted for this weekend. we are about to bake some croissants, and I wanted to tell you about this new subscription service called Wild Green. They sent me my first box free so that I could share about it if I wanted to, and we have enjoyed it so much, so I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you. The first 50 people to sign up using my link below will receive $30 off their first box plus free croissants for the life of their membership or their subscription. So Wild Green is a bake from frozen delivery service for sourdough bread, pastries, and pasta. And it is so delicious. So I will show some footage of me unboxing my first box. We got some sourdough bread in there, some ciabatta, some artisan Belgian waffles, some croissants, a couple of different kinds of pasta. And the other night we went ahead and cooked the fettuccine, and we made fettuccine Alfredo with it. And it was truly the best pasta I have had in years and years and years. Maybe since I went to Italy like 12 or 15 years ago. It is just delicious. Riley was like, I can't stop eating this pasta. And he's not a big pasta fan, but he was loving it. This morning, we are about to pop the croissants into the oven. The cool thing is that it's baked from frozen, so it's really nice. You don't have to thaw or proof or anything. I feel like this would be such a great gift idea. You could gift someone a month of this or something like that, and they would I think postpartum, this would have been such a fun gift because it doesn't require any extra preparation, but you get fresh bread, fresh croissants, fresh waffles. What's neat is that the company sources their final products from small bakeries all over the nation, which is really cool. And it's just so delicious. So I'm going to leave my link below if you're interested in checking out Wild Green. I had never heard of the company until they reached out to me, and I was really looking forward to giving them a shot. So I'm really excited. I'm just excited about working with them because it's just really yummy stuff. So I'll show you the croissants here in just a few minutes. And as we continue to try all of the different items that I received in the box a couple of days ago, I will continue to update you and show you and tell you our favorites. I love croissants, so I'm super excited about that one. All right, the oven is preheated to 380, which is the correct temperature for these croissants. And so all of the Wild Green items on the back, they have information about them, of course, and then they have the baking instructions. So these are just really simple. We pop them on the baking sheet in the middle rack of the oven for 18 to 22 minutes. So I'm going to do that and show you the final product. Okay, we just baked the croissants for about 20 minutes, and I just pulled them out, so they're still kind of deflating some. This one lost the little part right here, but they look so good. Our whole entire home smells like buttery, flaky croissants. I'm super excited to try them. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes now, so they've had some time to cool off and deflate. And I pulled a little piece off of this one, and it was so good. So I'm really excited to give these a shot. Yum. Okay, these croissants are finished. They look amazing. Flaky, buttery. Let's try one. That is insanely delicious. Insanely delicious. So far we are loving this box. So I will leave a link below, like I said. Again, the first 50 people get $30 off their first box plus free croissants for the lifetime of their membership. The cool thing is that you can pause your membership, skip it, cancel it anytime. So you're not locked in or anything like that. And they have, like I said, all variety of things. So there you go. I'm gonna enjoy this croissant for breakfast with my coffee. Yum. I just spent the past about 45 minutes completely cleaning and resetting our bedroom. We even have vacuum lines on the floor. We still need to figure out what's happening in this corner because we don't really have any good place to store all of Riley's guitars and his amp and pregnancy pillows. So I need to probably just sell those on Facebook Marketplace or something and figure out what to do with the guitars. I've looked at some guitar racks, so maybe something like that. They're worth a lot to Riley, and many of them are expensive as well. And so it's they can't be in the garage or the attic or anything. So I just totally reset this room and the bathroom. And here's the biggest Baba boy. Hi, baby. Oh, you looking at your daddy? I actually washed our sheets and our comforter yesterday or the day before. I only wash the comforter a few times a year, but I wash the sheets once a week about. And then we have kept, this is our pack and play. It's the Guava Lotus. I will link it below. If you are looking for the easiest pack and play to set up, it is the bomb. I love it so much. We have had this set up in here recently because there have been some nights with Colin teething that he's up a lot and he needs a lot of extra support, and so it's easier just to keep him with us. So that's that. But yeah, cleaned everything, and then I cleaned everything in the bathroom as well, washing the hand towels and the mat. And I scrubbed out the tub. The tub was like filthy because I've been giving my kids baths in here lately. We kind of alternate between the two tubs, and because we had guests in town for the past week, this tub was easier because they were using the other one. And it was like filthy because we've been going to the park every day and they get so dirty. And then my closet's all straightened up and vacuumed. This closet setup has worked so well for me. I know I've talked about it several times. I moved all of my clothing into this closet, so there's nothing that I wear that's out in the main bedroom area. Riley uses that dresser, and then I have everything in here, and I love it because now this closet functions as a dressing room for me. And so in the morning I can come in, I shut the bathroom door, I can get completely dressed, ready for the day, shoes, socks, everything all in one spot. And it's very nice. And then in the evening, that's really my favorite time of day. I come in, take my shower, take off my makeup, get myself ready for bed, put on my PJs, and like I get to be in this little haven. I love it so much. If we were planning on staying in this house longer term, I would love to. These walls are just white. The rest of our house is like a builder beige. It pulls really yellow on camera, but it's like a beige. These are actually white though, like clear white, stark white. If we were planning on staying in this house longer, I think it would be really cool to do a really fun wallpaper in here with like a really cool rug. And I would love to tear out like the closet systems that were included with the house and get one that included drawers like this for me rather than using these Sterilite bins, but they've been fantastic. But because we're so actively house hunting, well, we're like passively actively house hunting. If you've been following along, you know what I mean. It just doesn't seem worthwhile. But everything's clean in our bedroom, bathroom, and closet, so we are ready to start the week. We are outside playing with this awesome water table. It was such a good purchase. I will link it below if you're interested. Riley grabbed it off Amazon. And it keeps the kids entertained for hours on these hot days. We just cleaned up the kitchen for the night and started the dishwasher. And one of the projects that I did today was organizing this cabinet. I really should have done a before and after because it was such a disaster. And I moved all of Nora's cups and sippy cups over here. They were over here. You'll be able to see the spot. They were over here, but they would get really intermingled with the glass and it just wasn't super functional. So that is a lot more functional. We also spent a while, I can turn this fan off. We are no longer out here. We also spent a while out back. So, whoops, we have a very small backyard. And when we moved into this house 6.5 years ago, we didn't have any kids and we just had a little dog. So a little small backyard like this was just what we wanted and needed. And now obviously we're looking for something that has a little bit more space for the kids to run and play. But for the time being, we are trying to figure out what to do with this patio space here. So what Riley's going to do is move the wood pile to another location, like against the house or against the fence or something. I think you're not supposed to put it against the house because of termites. So maybe against the fence or something. I don't know. And then he's going to build some kind of platform to put the grill on. And right now we just have like camping chairs out here. But we're thinking of getting just like a set of chairs, like comfortable chairs, maybe like rockers or something with with an end table, and then the rest of it being open so we can have the water table and then a like a kiddie pool for the kids to play in. So let me back up a little bit. So there you can kind of see the size. The poured concrete is not, it's not itty bitty, but it's just not been well utilized by us. And this lovely piece of furniture, this is so funny. This is one of the very first things I bought after I got my first job. I moved to Austin, Texas, and I moved into my apartment. So that was in 2013. I moved in on the 4th of July. So it's been, just almost exactly 9 years since I moved to Texas. And shortly thereafter, as the fall started coming and I realized how mild and beautiful falls are here, I wanted some furniture for my little outdoor apartment patio. There's pictures of all of this on my blog, like from way back when. And so I got this, and I got a really cute rug. At the time, it was navy blue and white chevron, if I remember correctly, because that was so popular back, 10 years ago. And I had a little end table, and I just made it super cute. And I had little pillows for it. Well, now it's just like this janky, dilapidated old thing. So I think I might list this on Facebook Marketplace for really cheap. It's not in terrible condition. You could sand it down, but it's really just too big of a piece, this big couch, for for what we want to do. I want this to be a place where the kids can come out and I can come sit with them and we can have stuff to do. And in the summer heat, that is going to be water. Speaking of which, kids played with this for hours today. I want to unplug it so that we don't get mosquitoes. So we probably could have a better drainage system than that, but and then when that swing hangs, there are two little, can you see them? Two little hooks, and we love that swing. So we'll keep that, but Riley wants to put a hook over there or something to hang it so that it's not right in the way all the time. We can hang it up when we want it. And then he's talking about mounting a TV here or here to be able to have, the ability to easily play music, watch TV, watch movies, put on stuff while we're out here. So I don't know if that'll all happen. But just having this cleared off, he set up some chairs for us to sit in this afternoon, but all of it cleared off. Also, there was that janky old rocking chair it just all needs to go. I love the summertime for the fact that it is, what time is it? Just about 8, because we just put the kids down. I think it's 7:50. And it's still bright outside and beautiful. I am looking like such a hot mess. It was 106, 108 degrees today, so it was very hot. And we were outside playing with the kids in the, water table, which was great. And Riley brought that fan out, so it really wasn't too bad when you're playing with water. And of course the kids got us soaking wet, but I swear I'm like a plant when it comes to the sunshine. It energizes me so much. I have been feeling so energetic this summer. I mean, I got up this morning and first things first, I was clearing out those cabinets, and then we came out here and we were clearing this off and moving everything off and taking measurements and looking up furniture and trying to come up with a plan that we're trying to do it on the serious cheap, because we're not trying to invest a whole bunch of money into a project if we are actively, house hunting. But we're in the middle of the summer right now, and so it would be great for the next 6 weeks or 2 months to have a very nice functional outdoor space for me and the kids, especially during the days when I'm at home with them, and for a babysitter too when she comes around. That's great too. And then I also listed about 10 to 15 items on Facebook Marketplace, all these random things that I keep thinking I need to list on Facebook Marketplace. And I got them listed. So when I was cleaning out, for example, the sippy cup cabinet this morning, there were 4 sippy cups in there that we just don't use. We've never used, nor does it prefer them. I don't really like them that much, but there's nothing wrong with them. And so I posted them online, and within 15 minutes, someone paid for them, Venmo'd me money for them, and then came over and picked them up. So it was so nice. I'm okay, I want to list everything in my life on Facebook Marketplace, all the stuff I don't want, to get it all cleared out. So I'm definitely going to work on that over the next few weeks with this energy, I'm going to harness it and just declutter which will make whenever we do move. We haven't put an offer in on a house. I'm not holding back any information. I know I'm talking a lot about moving, but it's just been in conversations a lot lately, and especially with regards to selling things online and getting projects. We've been talking about it a lot today, but I'm not holding out any information. We don't have anything like we're waiting or pending. We didn't put an offer in on any house since the last house that I talked about that we didn't get. But my point is, decluttering will make moving a lot easier, of course. Decluttering is just so therapeutic in general, especially when you're making money off of your decluttering. So, anywho, I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog here, standing outside just enjoying this beautiful summer sunshine. I really am a mess. I've been like sweating and just a hot mess, but it's been a really, really good day. I will leave a link below to anything that I have mentioned in this vlog, of course, including the wild grain information if you're interested in checking that out. I really appreciate you guys following along with me this week. I'll see you next week, and hopefully either this patio will be done or we'll be in the process of finishing it or something, like crossing my fingers that gets, we get the ball rolling on that, because I would really love to have some functional outdoor space for me and the kids. It'd just be really nice. We've been hiking over to the playground, which is great, but it's a lot less work to just open up the back door, so. Anywho, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week wherever you are, and I will see you next Sunday. Thanks for watching.